This will be in D, 430049, Victoria versus Victoria. All right, state your parents.
Sabrina Dolson, bar number 13105, appearing on behalf of Marnie Victoria, who is also present via Blue Jeans.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Denise Gallagher, bar number 5739. I'm representing the defendant, Victor Victoria, who's present via Blue Jeans.
Amanda Roberts, bar number 9294. I'm the court-appointed guardian ad litem.
All right. This was continued over to the day. I've gone back. I've reviewed the case in depth. Either side have anything they want to add?
Your Honor, my only issue is that I did receive Ms. Roberts' report yesterday and forwarded it to my client. I was then given a copy of a report from Maureen Zelensky, but that wasn't until after hours. I wasn't able to have my client come to my office to read it. I think Ms. Roberts had a difficult time getting the report from your department yesterday. So that didn't come until after 6 o'clock.
All right.
And I can provide an update regarding the minor child's behavior, Your Honor, if you'd like. Since the last time we were here, the minor child has been expelled from her school. She is no longer allowed to attend. She has not been attending school for at least the last 9 days. So the decision of the administration is being appealed. However, she may not be able to attend any CCSD school, which would be a huge issue for the parties. It is obviously, I'm assuming the court had an opportunity to review Ms. Roberts' report, Ms. Zelensky's letter. We do believe it is in the best interest of the child to attend a residential facility. My client is absolutely willing to work on co-parenting with the other party, as she has made known for months and as she's tried for the past few years. So again, the minor child's behavior is declining significantly. She is still absolutely disrespectful to her mother. She calls her names. She does not listen to her. She leaves the home as she pleases and will not tell her mother where she's at. My client has had to go looking for her in downtown Summerlin. Also, the minor child has access to a cell phone, contrary to the court's orders, as Victor has provided it to her in violation of the court's orders. And the RPC, the most recent RPC, was a result of the minor child cyberbullying via that cell phone. So we've just had continued issues with the minor child. And she is, my client has done everything in her power to try to help her. And we've basically come to for the past year, this has been the recommendation of Dr. Fontanelle Gilmer. And we've tried everything else for the past year. We've had a guardian ad litem, we've had Maureen Zelensky appointed, and none of this has helped. So we do believe this is the final straw and the last effort to help this minor child before she ends up in serious trouble.
All right. Anybody else?
If you have questions of me, Your Honor, I'm more than willing to answer them if the court has questions.
No. All right. In reviewing this case, there's a lot of issues regarding the child. Not sure if it's a juvenile issue or if it's a mental health issue or a combination of both. From some of the descriptions that I've read and have heard an argument from counsel, very likely the one diagnosis that I haven't seen is bipolar. So you probably have a number of different mental health issues ongoing with the child. And then it's a question of what treatment should be provided, which is a decision by the parents to make, not by the court. Mom has the legal authority to make decisions regarding treatment for the child, but she has to take into consideration Dad's ability to pay. I think that we're probably going to need an evidentiary hearing. Mom can go ahead and start the residential program if that's what she chooses, but the court is not making that decision. But she runs the risk that at the end of it, Dad may not be ordered to pay half or even a percentage of it, but he might be ordered to pay half. Sir, it's pretty obvious the child would benefit from this type of service. And the other difficulty you run into on the mental health treatment is what will be effective. It's unlike most physical health issues where they have a treatment, the treatment's been shown to be effective, this is the best possible treatment. But you don't always have that in mental health treatment. So in order to get dad to determine how much dad should be required to pay, you're going to need an evidentiary hearing on it. I don't think we need an evidentiary hearing on whether mom has a right to obtain that treatment. It's just a question of whether or not and how much dad's going to be ordered to pay for that treatment. There might be less expensive treatment available. There might be other avenues within the community. If she is brought into the juvenile court, there are plenty of services through juvenile where they have inpatient treatment. But unfortunately, most of those are not long-term treatment. I think Boys Town, Girls Town has a treatment regimen, which is residential, that may not, I'm not sure what they're charging now. I don't know if they're more or less expensive than this other one, or would be considered more or less effective. So in order to answer all those questions, I think we're going to need an evidentiary hearing. It's going to probably be a little costly because you're going to have some medical, mental health professionals testify, and they don't come cheap. But in order to make this determination, that's probably what's going to be necessary. Sir, I will note there was an allegation raised that you haven't paid the past. There's outstanding of about $12,000 in medical bills outstanding that you haven't paid your half of. Understand that whenever the temporary orders were entered previously, that did not alleviate your obligation to pay your half of the health care and the insurance premiums. That portion of the order was not changed, sir. So, do we need to also include on an evidentiary hearing the issue regarding his failure to pay the half of the medical expenses?
Yes, Your Honor. It's been since May 2021 was the last. He's accrued over $12,000 of expenses that he has not paid. So we would like that addressed as well at the evidentiary hearing.
Okay.
As well as health insurance. He hasn't paid health insurance since the court modified the child support while they were sharing joint physical. The court did stall his child support obligation for that time period, but not his obligation to pay one half of the child's health insurance premium, which is paid by Miss Victoria. So that's another issue that he hasn't paid.
Right.
I would just ask, Your Honor, that a proper schedule of arrears and proof of the cost of the health insurance be provided, so that way there can be, verification of what she's asking to be paid.
All right.
Your Honor, can I speak for a second,
No,
please?
No. You have an attorney? No. So, be sure you provide those schedule of arrears and documentation of the medical bills. And we'll include that as part of the hearing. And then the final issue before we set the hearing date is I don't believe we have further need of having a guardian ad litem for the child. So I'm going to thank Ms. Roberts for her help in this matter and terminate her services as of the end of the day, or as of the end of this hearing. All right?
Thanks, Amanda.
All right, let's set a hearing.
How far out? Half day, full day?
It's probably half day, full day.
Not sure. I mean,
Why don't we just
can we have
for full
an
day?
idea of how far out those dates would be?
We're looking into February and March.
First full day is February 24th.
February 24th.
I think we need a full day if we're going to be covering both the mental health issue, the residential facility, as well as the medical expenses.
All right. So,
Is it a good day for everybody, I assume?
yes.
Okay. So it'll be the 24th, starting at 9 o'clock.
And calendar call the week before?
Week before, the 16th of February at 8:30.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anything else we need to address?
No, I don't believe so.
All right.
At least Ms.
We can be
Roberts.
off the record then. All right,
Oh.
thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.